Jill, it is wonderful to have you on Floor Talk. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Judy. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. Now, I want to start off by talking about the company. Tell me about Lunum.
Business leaders have this enormous pressure around them, not only to deliver value, but also to deliver on impact these days, right? And it's really tough to measure what they can't see. So Lunum is an enterprise data and insights company focused on human capital measurement and monetization of some of these human capital factors in order to give companies an understanding of the uncaptured value when they invest in their people.
Now, impact measurement gets some pushback. Tell us, what are some of the misconceptions about impact measurement?
First, let's just say we can all acknowledge impact measurement is hard. But I think at the root of it for what we do around people is this misconception that the current accounting practices we have work for everybody, and they don't, right? Today, if you look at it on a balance sheet, we treat people no differently than ordering an office chair, essentially, right? They're a sunk cost. If we bought a machine, we would relentlessly be looking at how we find the ROI in that machine because it's classified as an asset. So until we start to look at things differently and create this paradigm shift, we're never going to see it. The research and the data, some of the work we've done shows that companies who invest in employment impact and those dimensions, they see as much as double-digit reduction in attrition or increased innovation, right? So if that's not value, I don't know what it is. So I think that's the second misconception. And then I'd say third, this whole conversation around ESG and DEI has gotten politicized, off track. And we really need to look at it from a financial conversation. But unfortunately, when there are challenges to what companies are doing, the answer frequently is not coming back as a financial conversation. And that's where we need to find that common ground and meet there, because that's where I think the magic is in how we transform things.
Now, Jill, how did you get into this field? What's your background?
Oh, so my background is in factory floor automation. So I spent 20 years in steel toes and a hard hat, working with companies like P&G and General Mills and Nestle, helping them to use automation and optimize efficiencies and really increase profits overall. I saw through that lens that some of the supply chain wasn't working for people. How do you start to uncover the value associated with people? And I really came to a conclusion that with the way that corporations are set up, if we did shift the paradigm around people, not just in their organizations, but across the value chain, we could actually do a really good job eradicating economic immobility for a lot of people in the United States and globally.
And Jill, finally, what would you say to a CEO who thinks impact measurement is a waste of capital?
I would say you're leaving money on the table. Like, look at the data. The data shows that across the Russell 3000, companies oftentimes are leaving up to 40% of the value of the impact when they're not measuring human capital or paying attention to human capital and the factors associated with that. Like, investing in their people is fully their business, but measuring the ROI on it is ours. And yeah, money on the table. Well, who would do that?
Who would do that?
Yeah, right.
Jill, it's been fantastic to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you so much, Judy. It's been a pleasure.